We take a comfortable position, preferably sitting up, to keep your focus with your spine straight, either sitting on a chair or sitting on the pillow with your legs crossed, or lying down. And we gently settle into that position that is comfortable for us. Gently close our eyes. Turn inwards, leaving the outer world behind, leaving our thinking behind, and just focus on ourselves, on our breath, and on the guidance. Feel those points of your body that are connecting you with the surface that you're sitting on. And find yourself in between the earth that you're connected to and that wide space around you and above you. Find yourself in between the earth and that heaven that is far up above you. And feel into those points that are connecting you with the chair or pillow that you're sitting on. And feel that straight spine holding you up, giving you strength, giving you support. And bring your attention into your breath. Feeling your chest rising and falling with every inhale and exhale that you take. Gently moving up and down, giving your lung space when it needs it to expand, and closing down when you're letting go of air, when you're exhaling. And feel that gentle rhythm of life flowing through you, of your lung moving, of your heart beating, without you having to think about it, just automatically providing you with life, providing you with what you need. And from that state of focus on yourself, from that state of being fully turned inwards with your eyes closed, I would like you to, in your inner eye, find yourself in a space, in a white space, maybe a place of fantasy or a place that you know. And from there, you see a stair appearing, a stair with many little steps in a bright, inviting color, maybe a bright white or a bright golden color. You see those stairs and all those steps, and you're feeling how you're being drawn to it, how you're starting to walk towards it. And you're starting to take the first step of those stairs, walking up. And you take step by step, walking up, feeling that ground underneath your feet, taking step by step. And you feel how you're becoming lighter and lighter with every step that you take. How any sorrow and worry and grief is falling off your chest, and how you're being filled with more of that lightness, and sense of peacefulness within you with every step that you take upwards. You feel becoming more quiet, and you feel your thoughts calming down, and everything within you seems to become slower and more peaceful. And you see yourself arriving on the top of those stairs, and you look around you, and you see yourself looking at the life of a person. You see yourself looking at the life of yourself in 3 years' time. You see yourself looking at the 3 years elder version of yourself. And you're seeing yourself moving through life. What are you doing? What do you see yourself filling your days with? What are you doing? And what have you changed within those 3 years? What is that person that you're looking at? And who is that person? How have you changed? What have you transformed? How did you develop? And who do you see yourself with moving through your life in 3 years' time? Who are the people around you? And where do you see yourself moving around? In what place are you? Is it somewhere where you already know what it looks like, or is it a new space? Is it familiar? Is it in your common surroundings, or is it somewhere completely new? What are you seeing when you look around you? And looking at yourself, what are you wearing? And what is the expression on your face on that 3 years elder version of yourself? And within that visualization, there is no limits, there's no boundaries. And see yourself exactly how you wish it to be in 3 years' time. What is the feeling that you want to be having? Feel how you're diving into that future with every fiber of your body, and see and feel what you have created. See what you have transformed and feel who you are. Really try to slip into that skin. What have you learned? What are you enriching your life with? What are you doing? Who are you with? And where are you living? How are you living? Who are you living with? And if you could sense that expression on the face, what is that expression? Do you see happiness, peacefulness, and strength? What is it that you see looking at your elder version of yourself in 3 years' time? And imagine now that you are, as your future self, taking a seat in a quiet and peaceful place, your future self is now taking a seat and sitting in that space. Remember yourself of your path. You feel yourself sitting there and just looking back at what you have created within the last 3 years and how you have created it. And you see yourself reflecting about how you have managed to create this life that you are living now, how you have managed to create that happiness and success and love around you. Really feeling yourself sitting in that space, just reflecting about how you have transformed things and what were the obstacles that came up and how have you managed those obstacles. What are those big milestones that you have achieved? And how have you achieved those big milestones? What were the values on your path that supported you to achieve those milestones? Just see yourself reflecting on those past 3 years. Feel yourself reflecting on how you have managed things, on how you take decisions, on how you have handled setbacks, of how you transformed all the things that you transformed, of how you created that happiness and health and peacefulness that you're feeling within yourself. And you feel a deep content within yourself because you feel that path and you feel that growth and those learnings. And you're just sitting there all happily and all content, just deeply grateful for what is. And from this space that you're sitting in, imagine how you now see those stairs again, how they're reaching up higher, how they are expanding, how there's more steps leading you up higher onto another level, and you again feel drawn to walking up those steps and to climb further up on those stairs of your future. And you take step by step, climbing higher up. And when you have reached the end of those stairs, you see yourself in that year where you are turning 80 years old. And you look around you, and you see your life exactly in the way when everything has went the way you wished it to go. Everything is how you have imagined it in your most beautiful dreams when you're 80 years old. And you look around you and you see your 80-year-old lady version of yourself throwing a little birthday party. You see all the people, all the faces. You hear all the clinking glasses, all the talking and all the laughing of those people. And you dive into the atmosphere of that party. Can you feel it? Feeling that celebration, that happiness, that gratitude of all those people. And you spot that old lady, and you're looking at this future old version of yourself, at this happy old lady, and you just observe her for a moment. What does she look like? How does it make you feel looking at her? And if you could guess, could you see in her person, in her appearance, in her energy, in her vibe, that she had a damn good life and that she is fully happy and feeling blessed to be able to celebrate her birthday that very day with the people that are around her, that she loves, that have always been there with her. And you now see how she sees you standing there. She recognizes you instantly as her younger version. She waves at you and hops towards you. And standing in front of each other, looking at each other with a deep feeling of connection and trust, you hug each other. You feel that warm, loving hug of that old lady, and you feel so safe, so protected, so secure, like nothing in the world would throw you out of alignment, like nothing was scary enough to scare you, because you feel that deep, deep trust that everything is good and that everything will be good, because you see it. And looking at your old version, you see that the path was so much worth it. You see all the wrinkles in her face, the wrinkles of maybe worry, and so many wrinkles of growth, of deep satisfaction, of pride, of gratitude for life, and wrinkles of happiness. And you see, it is all so much worth it. All the learnings, all the detours, all the setbacks, they are all worth it so much, because you see what they have given to you and to what person they have made you. To that old lady shining full of love, compassion, trust, gratitude, and happiness. And the two of you are taking a seat. The noisy party seems to dim down, and all there is, all that you hear, all your attention goes to, is that elder version sitting opposite you, looking at you through her friendly, loving eyes. And you can now ask her for any advice that you seek, any questions that you have on your chest, and listen to her answers. What does she tell you? What are her advices? What has she learned in all those years looking back at her life? And what is it that she knows today? And if she were to give you one big advice, if she told you what path to take, standing at the crossing point, what would it be? How would you take your decisions? Feel free to ask her anything, ask her for any advice that you're seeking. Feel free to ask her how she became that happy and fulfilled lady she is today. How she took her decisions. What life has taught her. Ask her how she has dealt with obstacles. How she has transformed her fears. How she has managed to trust. And how she has created that life full of love and fulfillment. How did she create all those things that you desire to have one day? How did she grow old being so happy and grateful for all there is? And you look at her, giving you all the answers. You hear her words, her voice, and you remember her words. You save every advice that she gives you in your heart, and you feel that deep sense of security and trust within yourself. Because you now know where you're going, because you know that you have already went that path. You know that you will be more than fine. You know that you're being protected and that there is nothing that will happen to you and stop you from growing into this old and happy lady that you're looking at right now. Nothing will stop you. The two of you now stand up again and you give that lady a big, gentle, loving hug. A big, warm and grateful hug, and you say thank you. Thank you for all that you have given me, for all that you showed me, all that trust, all those answers, all those perspectives. Thank you. And you let go of her. And you see her turning around and waving back to her party, to her people, with her glass of champagne holding in her hand, or whatever she loves celebrating herself with. And you also feel that it's time to turn around. And you do so. And you again see those stairs appearing again. Those stairs leading down. And you feel light, full of eager for life, full of excitement for what is coming, for all the learnings, all the growth, all the beautiful moments. And you take those steps back down that stairs. Step by step, you're walking back to this point of life where you're standing today. And you feel how you just grew so much more confident doing that little journey, that you gain so much clarity about what you want and about how you want to handle life happenings. Walking down those steps, all is good. You have been on that path before, all is good. And you're full of trust. It all worked out. You have touched people. You have transformed lives. You have lived your dreams. You have managed setbacks. And day by day, on that path of growing into that old lady, you have got to know yourself a little bit better and gave yourself the credit to come a little bit closer and closer to yourself day by day. And you take those last steps down until you reach the point of today, and you slip back into your body, into your being today. How does it feel? You have seen it all. You have seen your strength and your courage. You have seen your bright future. Let that wisdom that you gained flow into every cell of your body, into your heart, into every brain cell, and let yourself connect with that inner force to create what you wish to be creating, that inner force and strength that you hold within yourself. It is all waiting to be created by you. All is waiting for you, and all is looking forward to be created by you. Feel that gratitude within yourself and say thank you for yourself. Thank you for that trust, and thank you that you cannot wait to step ahead in that creation, to build that life that you dream of, to create that happiness and well-being that you deserve so much. Thank you for yourself, for taking yourself on that journey, for being brave, for having the courage and strength, for having the love and compassion for everything that is around you and for everything that is coming. You go, wonderful being. Namaste.